Another day, another update on Internet Computer. Thank you as always for the support. Let's take a look at what's happening with ICP as we are going into Sunday morning as of November 16th. Looking across the board, we are seeing a nice bounce for the broader market over the last 24 hours. I'm sure no one's really complaining. But again, if we were to zoom out and take a look at the broader market, we're still down quite substantially. And that is something we want to kind of keep in mind. But again, nonetheless, for people that usually do swing trade, again, you guys know I'm not a big fan of leverage trading. I'm totally against it actually, but people that are swing trading on the spot side of things that understand it, are actually making use of some opportunity out there. And I did mention this in my market analysis update as well because I saw some comments coming in saying crypto ZX. We don't really care about whether the market is in a bullish trajectory or the bearish trajectory. For us swing traders, there is definitely an opportunity. So that is that. But let's take a look at what's happening with Internet Computer. It's actually up about 1.3%, but again, on a weekly time frame, we're actually down 32.1%. But again, when I shift it to the monthly time frame, it's still one of the coins that is leading the wave, as you can see for yourself. Let's take a closer look and see what's happening. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So ICP price of $5.29, up 1.8% in USD, up 1.1% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation 2.86 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $262.6 million. So, the volume in our Internet Computer is something I want to point out right now. It is quite low compared to what we're seeing. But again, we want to kind of keep in mind that, we're in a weekend, but also how, some of the profit is shifting back into some other altcoins that have not moved in comparison to Internet Computer. I know not a lot of people like hearing that, but it is a reality. As you guys know, I bring you guys unbiased updates, and you need to, face reality. And this is why you want to lock in profits. If it's too much money that you have that you cannot afford to lose, then that's on you. You need to lock in profits. No one's gonna wait for you to lock in profits for the price to not go down. Because again, like I said, if there's major whales and they're locking in profits, then it can cause a snowball effect. And also, what a lot of people are not understanding is the fact that the market sentiment and the market conditions right now are not the best. So that is something I want you guys to keep in mind. But as far as the dominance is concerned, you can see for yourself, pretty much pulling down since November 13th, where we were sitting at about 60.29%. As you can see, we're still in the downwards trajectory. But again, we're still in a weekend. A lot can still end up happening. But if dominance continues to pull down, that would be a good sign for altcoins. But speaking about a good sign, Bitcoin is still not showing any signs of bullish momentum, because again, even though it has been about 24 hours, we have not even seen the price of Bitcoin maybe even pushing up to $98,000. I was expecting us to see actually a little bit of a bounce up to that key range, especially after we dropped below the 100K key range, as you can see for yourself. And we were able to close below the 100K for the first time in about 188 days. I was expecting, after we did retest this 94, I was expecting maybe a bounce up to 98,000 to 99,000 key resistance, but it was not even close to getting to that level. And that should tell you there is weakness on the Bitcoin side of things. So even though we're seeing a little bit of upside compared to obviously where we were on November 15th, I still do believe there could be more downside. Maybe we push up to 100K. Maybe that does end up happening, but again, I'm not buying it. I still am looking at the bigger picture, how we are in this downwards trajectory, and it's a clear pattern. You don't need to be an expert in technical analysis to view this and see what I am talking about right now. So again, we'll see what happens. But let's take a look at what's happening with Internet Computer's price right now. So I talked to you guys about the importance of this key range for ICP. And as of now, that price has held. So pretty much over the last 2 to 3 days, we actually have been seeing the price, declining. But as of now, from our yesterday's update, we actually have not seen more downside, which again is a good sign. So, that support that I've talked to you guys about in yesterday's update did end up playing out for us. You can see, we came down to $5.11, but we actually saw, a bounce of 10.43%, as you can see for yourself. But we're ranging at that $5.30 key support line that I have obviously highlighted to you guys before. So so far so good. Again, if you want to know a confirmation, I'm gonna be quite honest, confirmation as far as that is concerned for a reversal, it would be pretty simple in my opinion. Either consolidate within this range or break above $6.64. If it's able to do that, I think we could start pushing up to pretty much where we were just a few days back. But yes, you need to realize that there is money that people made off of this ICP run going back into altcoins that did not move against internet computer. But also one thing I want you guys to realize now is you're looking at Dash, picking up steam again. You're looking at Zcash also picking up steam. The reason why I bring these coins up is because these were the coins that were already leading the wave, and then internet computer had its time. Now internet computer seeing a little bit of a lag, and obviously kind of playing a similar pattern with these two coins. So is internet computer next move coming? Volume is decreasing as long as we don't break below the support line I talked to you guys about last night, which of course is around, you could see for yourself. Let me show you. So the support that we're looking at, again, it's a significant amount of support, but give or take around $4.60. If we don't break below it, I think we still are not looking too bad. Okay, again, if you want to put that into perspective, that's still a move of about 13.2%. So quite a sharp move. But obviously right now that the support that we have built up pretty much since last cycle is playing out, and we did not see more significant downside compared to what we have seen over the last 2 to 3 days. So that's a good sign as of now. We want to maintain our price here, try to look for the confirmation that I talked to you guys about. That would be a very good sign in my opinion. So let me know in the comments what you guys personally think as of now. What's your overall take on internet computer? And yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll see you later in crypto zxcrypto.